all of us on the wall. You know what I'm saying? There was over 200 of us, and I really feel good for like the young babies that like had a chance to see us on that wall.
Right.
And like that's gonna look at this stuff later on in life and be like, what was that one thing we was at? D-Cyphered? And then like 10 years later, it's gonna be probably the greatest thing ever to them.
It's time to RAHC1.
RAHC. Welcome to RAHC1. That's real, authentic, honest, and charismatic. I'm the one, Rahc Wilson, in the building, and I'm with the big homie. Yes, sir. I'm with the #1 top producer and coldest rapper and hottest DJ in Detroit. Man,
much love, Rahc Wilson, my guy,
man. You can humble out, show me some love, man. Coming here.
My man Rahc Wilson been putting down for years, man. Me and Rahc work out the same studio. It's crazy. Shout out White Mike, man. Fire for hire.
Man, you got a hell of a legacy, man.
Man, it's a blessing, man. I mean, like, you've seen it from day one, you know what I mean? Like, I've pretty much, you know, got an opportunity and just decided that I wasn't gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna stop doing stuff after that opportunity. Like, I said that I was gonna just, whether it was independent, major, or whatever, you know, I was gonna continuously drop music.
Yeah.
And that was my whole goal.
And
as far as like when I first came in the game.
And you've been accomplishing your goals.
Thank you, man. Well, I'm about to celebrate 13 years in the game. I've been in the game since 2005.
2005. This man has worked
professional
with legends from G-Unit to 50 Cent to how many tracks with arts. Everybody. Some Village,
it's a blessing. Yeah, man. I mean,
Danny Brown.
Wow, man. When you say it like that, it's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. I just, you know what, man? Honestly, one of the things about what was making that possible is the fact that it was never about money to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been broke anyway. You feel me? So it's like I came up in the hood. I never really had shit. So at the end of the day, the whole thing was just kind of like, just keep going, just keep making music. You know what I'm saying? I just basically kept creating music the same way that I was when I first started. I never, you know, deterred from that. And you know, from like how I was doing it in high school before I could even make a beat. I was just making songs.
Right.
And I just like felt like collaborating with so many people helped me get better and better. You know what I'm saying? Because I can go from having 5 songs to 20 songs by just collaborating with people.
Yeah.
It's like practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then just so happens some of them songs end up coming out good. It just so happens some of them songs end up coming out legendary.
Yes, sir.
And classic and all of that. But you know, we don't never know what we're gonna make when we come in the studio. We just making music. And it's like once I finally got my first, you know, my own studio, like that's when I just decided like, man, I'm gonna just let my people come in and just record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, as long as it's over my production, like I didn't really care about no kind of money. Like I felt like, and that's how D-Cyphered actually came about because those are just songs. I know.
Before we get into D-Cyphered, well, first of all, where we at? Right, we in the Penobscot.
Yes, sir.
In the Penobscot live.
The original floor at WJLB.
Beautiful studio. Now I want you to tell people where you came, because I'm gonna show footage of where
you said I got the footage now.
And then where you at.
Yeah, man. Rahc, man, like it's been a long time, man. Like, I mean, I remember basically just having a DJ mixer and a CD burner and an MTC. And that's how I made my first platinum hit. I didn't have a computer. I didn't even have a computer at all. Yeah, that was it. That was it. And then I started working with Mike, you know, White Mike, and really before that, you know what I'm saying, and I just knew he had a great ear for music, and like when 50 of them hit me up, like White Mike, he ended up engineering, like helping me record the beat to send to them and stuff like that on Pro Tools. Like I ended up having to buy Pro Tools and all that, and got signed, you know, to G-Unit Records as an in-house producer. And from there, I just said I'm gonna just keep working with people. You know, it doesn't matter like major label, independent, whatever. You know, and whoever's good, whoever's working. You know what I'm saying? That was really my thing, was just to like create music and just keep creating. And I would rather the beat, all these hundreds of beats that I'm making, I would rather them be songs instead of just being beats laying around.
Right.
So why not make a song with whoever is feeling it? Like if you're the guy that's like, oh, I got some bars for this, I'm like, okay, let's see what you got. Cause you never know who's gonna make the next hit.
Exactly.
So that's why I just really.
Well, you always been on your grind, man. I remember
Yeah, man.
I met you like, at the studio, Mike, and I knew you.
What studio was that? Cause White Mike had a lot of studios.
Right. You like,
hey, this is my 8th studio.
I think I first met you at this crib, like.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Well.
In
the attic.
Okay.
That's when
that's day one, like a bug. Cause it was hot in that attic.
Yeah.
And this is the building that first played my song on the radio ever. We in the same building.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Building, right?
Penobscot building, WJLB is the first station to play my song on the radio, on a major radio station.
He said,
and now I'm in the building with my own studio making music.
That's real shit. See, that's how you
know what I'm saying?
And
I mean, which is unbelievable. It's just crazy because like all the stuff that I never thought was possible is like coming true. Like as far as like me having a studio in the Penobscot, I would have never thought that would be possible. I would have never thought my picture would be in the Detroit Institute of Arts. Right. I would have never thought my music would be playing in the Detroit.
We got so much stuff to talk about.
Or for me to be DJ, I'm basically like the in-house DJ for the Detroit Institute of Arts at this point for 2018.
DIA.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? The DIA right across from the Detroit Public Library.
We're not talking about the...
you can look at Basquiat, you can look at Picasso's,
real DIA.
Rembrandt's, you know what I'm saying? 1,000-year-old art.
I mean, that's official.
Yeah.
If nothing else is official, man.
And they commissioned me to create that album. But y'all can see that.
Well, let me show you something.
But I got 7 covers. This one cover right here that Rahc is on, this is a 1 of 1. So this will not be for sale unless I remake it again.
Right.
This is like an experimental cover just for me to decide if I want to do it again. So we got 7 covers. Who else you know? Got 7 covers for the album.
Different colors.
Yeah.
Different style.
I remember Run DMC did that back in '86. You know what I'm saying? Where Run DMC Raising Hell would Walk This Way and all that. But I don't know if they had 7, but you know what I'm saying?
We had to do 7.
Hey, we did 7. That's a godly number.
We gotta do the 7.
You know what I'm saying? It's all, you know, it's all for that, you know. But 7 covers. And there we go.
Who you working with, man?
Man, I'm working with 7 in General. We're working on a brand new project. It's called RAHC1. So the DIA project. And that was actually first created in 2012. And we actually unbelievably ended up being some of the first artists to be among the wall of, you know, the DIA. And that it was an exhibit or exhibition called Detroit After Dark. And Detroit After Dark was graffiti, people partying, just 1950 and all type of stuff. Like, and we happen to be some of the only living subjects to even be on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else was just like, it was all from all type of years.
And you're like
60s and it's like they filmed, they took our picture, you know, real recent to when it hit the wall. So it was like we were among the first hip hop artists to ever be on the wall of the Detroit Institute of Arts. And once they saw the reaction of that, then they decided that the D-Cyphered exhibit would be a great thing to put up to the wall. So shout out to Jenny Risher for making that happen. Yes. She's an incredible photographer. I feel like she's one of the best. You got the book right there? Because you know, the book is amazing. She did 100 pictures, 200 and something artists. Shout out Royce 59, pick up that Prime. This is my guy, man. I can't wait to do a song with Royce. Me and Royce haven't actually done a song yet.
Yes.
But this is my guy. Like, we know each other, we cool, we always have good conversations. But it's 100 different pictures in this book right here. They got everybody, it's like real words and all that, showing you who the producers is. And with the rappers. And shout out Hex Murder, Put It Down, Bezo, the 9 Porter, myself right here. I'm on that page. You know what I'm saying? That's my page, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I mean, it's just so many people. There's just Cash Dot. Like, we ain't just go old school. We went new school. We ain't just go no school. You know what I mean? Like, we got like all type of eras from the 70s up. Hitsville, USA. You know what I'm saying? Man, there's just so many people in this book right here. I don't even want to really like start naming all these names because y'all just have to pick the book up.
It's some dope ass.
It's literally 100 pictures in this book, and this is history. It's something to be said about this book. Like, I don't feel like Detroit hip hop has been documented this type of way, and I actually was assigned the job to come up with the music to go with these pictures. So that vinyl album that you just saw, that is the music that goes along with these pictures.
You know, I'm throwing something out there because recently hip hop was banned and on TV
Asia.
in China.
Yeah, in China.
In China, hip hop was banned on TV.
That's a while. I'm glad you brought that up.
You know, and I just want to get your feelings on that because
they tried to do it in
for
America.
you to go, yeah, they did.
And it made it bigger.
In the 90s.
It made it bigger.
In the 80s,
hip hop is
90s.
now the biggest genre.
It's in the DI.
So, I mean, they tried to ban it when I was about like 11 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they tried to have a steamroller rolling over Bone Thugs,
Snoop,
and Tupac and Snoop.
And
they really came
They
to
bought
Snoop.
the seed just so they
They
could burn
came
it.
to Snoop. Oh, bro.
Just so they,
Snoop Dogg, and it just made him have the biggest debut of all time.
That's why I feel like it's gonna happen in China because it's
So
gonna be.
I mean, in China and Japan is the biggest music market in the entire world.
Japan. And you know, it's China though. That's the thing, problem because China has, they don't have they freedom is limited there.
Absolutely, it is because it's a whole different government and all this. But if I start sending them vinyls over there, they ain't gonna get banned. In fact, hold on. Did they ban all hip hop? Because I might not want to send
They just banned it.
They might start coming to my house. They might be Chinese people, you feel me? Like, hold on, who's sending hip hop over here?
So according to Time Magazine, you know what I'm saying, hip hop was banned plus tattoos. Any type of hip hop culture was banned from TV, from national TV. Now they still had underground clubs and all that and that. But that's
hip hop culture is not just like associated with rapping. It's a lot of hip hop culture.
Right.
Actually, every commercial I see has hip hop culture.
Yeah,
Butterfinger, insurance companies, like it's crazy. Like if you watch cable or even regular TV, you will hear somebody rapping.
Yeah. It's definitely,
or on a commercial.
Or at least hear a beat or some type of.
You will hear a beat, you'll hear a little sample, or you'll be like, hold on, is that Jay Dilla? And it'd be like a commercial.
Right.
So, it'd be wild, man. But,
and so they banned it from national television.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I think it's just gonna make it bigger.
Yeah. It's all, I feel like that's all it's gonna do.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? I do get it. Because we thought it wasn't destroying us, but at the same time, we don't love these hoes and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, that did affect my life. You feel me? Listening to that type of music as a young child. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have been listening to that. But it was teaching me a good lesson that I needed to learn. I just learned it early.
See,
so that's the whole thing, is like they was teaching us, and they was giving us game, and they was saving us years of like, you don't want to wait till you 20 and you find out this. You need to know at 13, kind of really for real anyway.
Well, that's the crazy thing about hip hop, because hip hop didn't start doing that. I mean, it did.
It's not hip hop, period. It's just
and all that.
Yeah.
But you see, hip hop got such a nationwide presence. Like that.
Look, and all music starts with gospel. Mm-hmm. All music starts with Africa, really.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where the beat
but like,
came from.
At the end of the day, I mean, like if you go to classical music, I mean, there's you know, there's so many forms of music, you know what I'm saying, to study and to learn from. But I feel like jazz music was like one of the closest musics to maybe a classical music, where the musician really knows their instrument so well.
Well, you know, classical music came back, so.
I mean, right, because they've been doing all of that. And then, especially the drums, they was breakdancing and all that thousands of years ago.
All them instruments, the wind instruments, the piano.
Man, they was doing call and response. They was doing all that rapping and all of that. If you look up, there's a song that from the 1930s that sounds like Rapper's Delight.
I know you talking about.
Preacher in the Bear.
I know you Preacher in the Bear, yeah.
Preacher in the Bear.
I know exactly.
He's rapping just like Rapper's Delight.
Yeah, he was. I know what you're talking about. Because I seen it on Netflix.
It's 1937.
Right.
Now you tell me how long we've been rapping.
They've been rapping.
They've been rapping. They've been, I mean,
African time, slavery time.
All of that. Like, we've been doing this, it just wasn't marketed to the public.
See, in Africa,
even blues music sound like rapping, really.
Well, rap,
it's all the same.
Yeah, rap, see what it does is, it was able to do it on a commercial. See, Snoop, the reason why they gave Snoop so bad, because it hit the suburbs, you know what I'm saying?
Because they had never sold that many copies.
Yeah, it just be in the ghetto. It left the ghetto.
Around.
It left the ghetto and went around the whole United States.
Right, it was like, okay, if you got slavery, like slave music, right, or slave songs,
right,
it's not necessarily even leaving the plantation.
Right.
It's just like, they just singing these songs to each other.
Yeah, they doing their thing like those others.
And then, let's just say it just so happens that this keep catching on,
That's how blues came off.
And then now all around the entire world, everybody's singing the same song now. Yeah. It's like, wow.
And it kind of is.
And then, that's what happened with Michael Jackson Thriller. What made the entire world feel like, I gotta have that? Sponsor that.
So, the internet, do you think is helping artists more or hindering?
Helping. Help me.
How hard is it though? Because you got so many artists now that's got access to this.
As long as you make something incredible, it's gonna get heard anyway. I mean, for real, if you make something really, really, really that incredible. I mean, look, I've seen stuff get slept on and all that. No. The year that it come out might not be the year for it to get heard.
Right.
It might take 5 years.
Right, it might not be your time.
Because it's an independent project.
Yeah.
So you have a longer shelf life with independent music anyway.
Right.
Because everybody has not heard it yet. Even if everybody in Michigan heard it, everybody in Cali ain't heard it.
So how did you break out? Is it doing all the features? Is it doing
Absolutely, yeah, stuff like that, for sure. Doing features, doing songs, collaborations with so many people. Like, had I just stayed just being a rapper,
right,
in which I was, and am, you know what I'm saying? Had I just stayed just being a rapper, I probably would have collaborated with much less people.
Right.
But the fact that I can produce songs for them and not even have to rap on the song,
exactly, and
it's still the song that I helped create. My name is on there, counts for me. Check, Jimmy. So, boom. Really, so like, yeah, I feel like collaboration and working with others definitely helped me gain my following. You know what I mean? Because, and just learn a lot. Because I learned a lot from every artist who I work with.
That's the
rapping styles, like how to record and certain beat styles and all of that. Like, all of that came from, you know, just working with so many different people and just learning from like really hundreds of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Learning from hundreds of people. Even if they didn't personally work with me, and I sit there and watch you with the orange photo, you feel me? All of y'all taught me something.
That's how you do it. You gotta be a student.
Yeah, student of the game, bro. Like, I'm not, like, I never claim to know it all. I never claim to be the best.
You can learn from a baby.
Yeah, man. Why wouldn't you?
You gotta
But see, back when I was first starting, people didn't look at it like, remember when Nas was on the halftime Illmatic talking about keep my little raps because I thought, what he said basically he was too young to rap, you feel me? And then like, now at every jam I'm the fucking man. You know what I'm saying? But he was just like, keep my little raps. So he's just saying that like, they were saying he's too young to understand.
Right.
Like, no, I'm not. Like, I know what's up.
I know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And then like, now he the man because he sat there and was a student and was like, they don't know what they're talking about. But you know, for my come up, I feel like it wasn't as cool as to listen to like the youngest person in the room at that time. Now you want, that's part of your demographic. Now you want to have like super young people like listening to your music and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew like, cause I've been doing this since I was 4 years old. That like 4 years old.
4 years old.
4 years old. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How did you start 4? What did you do at 4 years old? Were you making
Children's Museum in Washington D.C. man, and they had a radio show called Jump to It on WPFW through a company called Pyramid Communications. You know what I'm saying? And that was like who I was. You know how your parents put you in like a little Saturday program? Saturday morning program or something like that. That's basically what I was in. And I was doing radio at 4 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like a little Saturday morning type of program. So. Yeah, man, I'm just glad that, you know, it's like at the time you don't know what you're learning or like how important it's gonna be. But
so rapper, producer, and DJ.
Yeah.
DJ too.
Yeah, absolutely. Everywhere, man. Everywhere I can. Everywhere they let me play. Yeah. And I like to play what I want to play.
Right.
I don't like to just go straight top 4, you know that, but I will. And you know, that's one of the keys to DJ. I'm about to show y'all DJ something right now. This next sitting. Play what they know. I just taught you something. I just saved you 20 years.
So, one thing I love about DJs is music's about expectation. So it's like, and I love it when you be hearing the song, they playing, and you hear the vibe, and they cut like another song in there, and boom, took it off. Oh yeah, I know what they.
See, when you say expectations, like it makes me think like I like to come with the unexpected sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's like unexpected, but you know it. You're familiar with it. You like, man, I ain't heard this in 10 years. You know what I mean? Like I heard this since I was a kid, so I'm almost a fountain of youth to the listener. Because I'm about to make you feel young again.
Right.
Because I'm about to have you and that boy like, what? Hold on. We about to Millie rock and everything. Like you know, pop lock and rock it. Like y'all about to take it back like when y'all was little in middle school. You feel me? So like that's the whole thing is that like I'm trying to bring all those feelings back. And then like when you was first in love with the first girlfriend or something like, I'm about to hit you with the boys. You got me going crazy. Like you done dial my heart. Like you ain't heard dial my heart in so long, but it's like I done mixed it in like just dial my heart. Okay. You know, I'm just saying, you know, that's just an example. I haven't played Down My Heart, I don't think ever, but still, I would play it in the right setting, like Old School Sunday, like what? It's going down. But then I'm gonna mix that with something so new. Like what? Hold on, how did he mix
You gonna flip
a song from 1988 to the Migos? Like, you know what I'm saying? He went from the Migos to the Beatles.
And I love it when, you know, cause all the hip hop samples, you play the original and throw it in.
Man, that's so fun.
Yeah.
That's so great. It's just like it plays a trick on the mind. Like, you like, oh, wait, that's my jam. And then all of a sudden it just turned into something else. Like, what? Wait a minute, y'all just made it new? And that's the whole beauty of it. That's like making beats.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? As a producer, like I could take like, let's just say, Waterfalls TLC or something, right? Now we know that's a jam. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just come on, for like 4 bars. All of a sudden it just turned into like, It just started banging on some brand new, like, what remix is this?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like you didn't hit him with the remix.
It's that expectation because it slowly graduates and changes.
Right, it might be a trap remix, like,
it like just hits there. You know, I love that shit.
I mean, as a producer, DJ, all of that, like, it's just like, you know, keeping the party going pretty much, you know what I'm saying? But, man, I love playing music for people, man. This is like, I mean, I look at DJing as like, I'm sharing my music collection. Right. You know what I mean? That's pretty much how I look at it. Like, if I have a whole set of unknown songs, I'm about to make you enjoy these unknown songs. Right. Because I used to love going to St. Andrews, and you can only hear it in St. Andrews. You couldn't even buy this music. You couldn't even get it. It's like you had to go to this one DJ and hear it.
Yeah, that's how hip hop started.
You had to go to this one place.
How hip hop started, right?
Yeah, they used to cover up their labels. Like, you can't hear this from nobody but me.
It's funny because they don't do that much in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the radio. You know,
yeah, man. I listen, that's what Electrifying Mojo was on. You feel me? Like, he'll play the whole Prince album, side A and side B, all the way through, without talking to nothing. And he'll play it on the radio in Detroit. And motherfuckers will be riding down Jefferson on the aisle, going crazy. On the west side, on the east side, doing whatever they're doing, going nuts, listening to the brand new Prince 5 days before it come out.
Definitely. So, any new projects you coming out with?
Man, I got an actual like house record, man. I'm about to drop, but D-Cyphered, you know, I just repressed that vinyl. Right. I got another vinyl, like I said, the house record.
Y'all get D-Cyphered. The shit is hot. I've been bumping it.
Oh man, it's a blessing.
It's like a literal cipher.
Yeah.
All in one. Yeah. It's almost like one song, but all different. How many tracks is it? Like
39.
39 tracks.
So basically, you have like 60 artists going.
You
it's basically like 60 minutes, 60 artists,
and it's so many
like
different artists.
Every 1 minute, you got another rapper coming in.
You really get to see.
Like, and they just keep going. Like,
you really get to see the different talents in Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, man, thank you, man. I'm glad that you feel that way about the project, man.
Yeah, it's hot.
I hope
so
that, like,
I
hope people, you know, want to get down with D-Cyphered or whatever. I feel like this is only like the first year, like first couple months of D-Cyphered even being out. You know what I'm saying? We got like 7 actual covers of this on vinyl. Like,
I
really tried to make this into an art piece because I'm the type of person that I love to hang out on the art scene. You feel me? Like, I love how like hip hop started when it was Fab Five Freddy and Blondie and Basquiat hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Doing graffiti, and then it'd be a DJ just like Grandmaster Flash, like hit that Run DMC on them. You know what I'm saying? Or hitting that like David Bowie, you feel me? Like, so that's the kind of scene that I like to create, like in the modern day time, the futuristic.
I mean, this is art. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So like, I just made my music in the art. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to involve a Sheefy McFly to do the cover because he's one of the biggest artists from Detroit ever. You get what I'm saying? He on the cover of Metro Times right now. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that like he actually inspired me, along with like somebody like High Tops, who was just doing art, and they was doing these art shows, these independent art shows, and they would be showcasing their art, and then they would give away music at the party. You had to be at that one party to get the music. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I remember running into people like DJ BJ and Mo Beats and being like, bro, this is the most exclusive CD in the city, bro. You had to be in one party to get this. You could only get this if you was at this one party.
You had to be there, bro.
And they'd be like, bro, let me get that. You feel me? And they listen to it and they like, yeah. And that's anybody. You know what I'm saying? I like the feeling of that. So it just so happened that it got bigger than I would have ever thought. Like, from trying to do an underground art show to being at the Detroit Institute of Arts, doing the same exact thing where you get like this exclusive music to go in this art show. That's exactly what D-Cyphered is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like an underground idea that just, you know, we was able to take into a bigger platform.
Exactly.
But that's what we're gonna keep doing, and I feel like my future, you know, I'm gonna be trying to curate like different art shows and different music for art shows and art institutions. You know, the fact that the Detroit Institute of Arts has like really showcased, you know, my music so many times, man. I feel like I need to go into that.
You need to, man, because you know what, music and art goes together, man. I mean,
I love it. I mean, the music is an art. That's why we came out with the art album in 2012.
It's a no-brainer, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Like the art album with Seven in General was made so. I mean, our point, the focal point of that was saying we want our music to be considered art as the same way as a Basquiat or, you know, like a Rembrandt. You know what I'm saying? We want our music to be considered the same type of way as a Langston Hughes poem or a Maya Angelou or Spike Lee film. Like, y'all look at that as art. We want y'all to look at our music as art in the same exact kind of way. Not saying that we're, you know, this or that, but we want it to be looked at in that kind of way because that's how we're creating it. And we are expressing ourselves, and the expression is all in the expression. And it's like, whether I get on the drums and start playing it, that's the expression. It's like I'm getting out some type of energy, like, oh, I didn't get that energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing with this music. And it's like, you know, for them to like try to ban hip hop in like China and all of that, like that's somebody feeling like a certain kind of way and just getting it out and they recorded it. And it's like, people been, I mean, it's either that or they punch a hole in the wall.
Right.
Or whatever they might do. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But like, hip hop has definitely saved some lives. It saved mine. I don't know what I might be doing. I mean, I'm a very positive person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been a negative, like, you know, person or anything like that, but I think that's because of music. I always knew that it was something greater for me. I knew there was some type of like musical activity that I was gonna participate in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that it was something greater for me than what I was doing right then and there.
Right.
And I just focused on that, like, when I could've just went and got a pack. You know what I'm saying? Just start slanging it, bro.
I know.
And it's like, who knows? If I wouldn't have had that as a focus, maybe that's what I would have done.
Right.
Maybe I'll be dead by now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll be in jail by now.
Right.
But that's not what happened.
Right.
I had bigger goals. I knew that like something with music or something like, not even just with music, but I just felt like it was something greater for me in life than selling drugs and like hanging on the corner and shit. Like, that's the kind of shit that I grew up with.
Right.
Like, man, somebody asked me like, man, you ain't ever did drugs? Like, no, bro, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? No offense to anybody who did enough. You know what I'm saying? But like me, how I grew up, bro, we used to like hire the crackheads to like cut our grass, you feel me? I didn't want to be that guy. I wanted to be the guy that could pay the money. You feel me? Like.
Well, you know, hip hop done changed, flipped out a little bit with the drugs. See, maybe that's another topic.
It is another topic, but that's just like
another topic.
It is another topic. It's a long topic because you know, drugs have been around since a long time. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think I actually had a conversation with Talib Kweli about this, man. We was talking about like, you know, when it came to what I was trying to do and like consider this for like a career or something like that, I wasn't thinking about even the party aspect of it. I was thinking about just being good at what I do. I wasn't even thinking about the entertainment part of it as far as like having to create the vibe. Or having to like make everybody feel right and they gotta hit the bar and da 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 da. Like, that wasn't a part of it. The part of it was, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to spit as much crack as I possibly can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm trying to drop the song so cold.
Right.
That's all I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about we gotta sell 8 products in here tonight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole, you know.
Coldest.
Yeah, that was really it. It was trying to be, I guess, the coldest or something like that. When you would like really start, at least for me.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where my mind was at. Like, I gotta be at least good or better than my favorite whatever, you know what I'm saying, which was, you know, Outkast, Nas, Prince, you feel me, like Jimi Hendrix, Marvin Gaye, Motown, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, Cash Money, Brandy, Timberland, Aaliyah, and then, you know, Busta Rhymes, DJ Scratch Knots, J Dilla, Eminem. I mean, I'm just saying, Royce 5'9", like, it's so many, I got so many inspirations. But that was where my mind was at. You know what I'm saying? My mind was more or less like, we gotta be as good as or better than, especially if you're younger than, you know what I'm saying? Cause I was like, I grew up under, like, I'm probably younger than every artist I just named. So I just sat there and was like, you really supposed to be the greatest cause you after them. So whoever after me, learning after me, need to be greater than me. Yeah, but things have changed.
But it's good, man.
It's real.
Thanks for having me, man.
Man, bro, Rahc Wilson.
For the interview, bro.
Day one, you know what I mean?
Y'all make sure y'all get that, listen to that D-Cyphered, get that D-Cyphered, get the book, go get the artwork, all that.
Yeah. Check it out, man. The book, the album is out now. The book is out now. Shout out Jenny Richard, the Detroit Institute of Arts. Detroit Pistons show love, man. Like Third Band Records show love.
Straight from the deep, man.
Yeah, man. Like, I can't believe that we came, you know, this far, man. Like, all of us on the wall, you know what I'm saying? There was over 200 of us. And I really feel good for, like, the young babies that, like, had a chance to see us on that wall. And, like, that's going to look at this stuff later on in life and be like, what was that one thing we was at? D-Cyphered? And then, like, 10 years later, it's going to be probably the greatest thing ever to them. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to remember it from a kid and be like, man, I heard it those waves. Like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like, man, Royce 5'9", bro. Like, I was standing next to him at the thing, you know. So, that's what we hope to see. But you feel me? Like, much love to everybody watching this right here. Man, look out for us, man. We got brand new stuff coming soon.
Cop that. Get that.
D-Cyphered in stores now. All platforms.
All platforms. Hot as shit.
Shout out Fire for Hire.
For sure. Fire
couldn't have happened without him. You know what I'm saying? And we here, my baby. Follow us. Nick Speed ENT.
RAHC1, Cold Art Media. Get at us.
Big.